Welcome! I've been tagged in another YouTuber tag challenge video. I was tagged by the one and only face of YouTube, face of geek gear, and face of my dreams, Rickles himself, aka Big Inzy. Thank you for that, Rich. Excited to do this tag as it shouldn't be a long video. It's a top 3 Funko Pop challenge. We just have to list our 3 favourite Funko Pops. Difficult to decide though. I've been going back and forth with what's exactly going to be my top 3. My number 1 and I think my number 2 I was pretty much decided upon instantly, but it's just that third position I was just changing my mind all the time. But I've made a decision, it's locked in as from this moment, and we shall get started with this challenge, and stay tuned to the end of the video because I will tag 3 other YouTubers. So my third favourite Funko Pop at the moment, and like the Pop-Tart and no doubt many of the others who are doing or have done this challenge, my feelings change on this quite a lot and I have different favourites depending on what sort of mood I'm in. But number 3 today is this fella, Kenny Omega. So this is the cleaner, Kenny Omega. He's a professional wrestler. This was in the Funko Pop wrestling line, New Japan Pro Wrestling. I just fell in love with this pop the moment I got him. I've had him for about a year. Got him from Play and Collect, I think. When you first look at it, it's not a particularly interesting pop, but just once you actually get it out of the box, me personally, I love this. I love Kenny so much. Kenny Omega, he is Canadian, but one of the biggest North American wrestlers, never to have had a main roster WWE career. He is currently with All Elite Wrestling, AEW. He was still working for New Japan Pro Wrestling when this Funko Pop came out. I think it's his hair. He just got his hair spot on, because he's got quite sort of unique, not just the texture but the colouring as well. Although his hair's a little bit different now. He used to have these little plaits here, almost sort of like standalone dreadlocks, if you can see. Can't really say much else about him past the hair. Yeah, he's got his stubble. He's wearing a very nice pair of wrestling tights. His boots are pretty colourful, but just something about this pop speaks to me. I'm a big fan of the wrestler, especially since I've been watching more of his matches since he came back from Japan and started working for AEW. But love it. That is my number 3. My number 2 in my top 3 Funko Pops is one that was number 1 for about a year or more, and it's been knocked off its number 1 position, but it's always going to be there or thereabouts. I'm of course referring to my Hollywood Hulk Hogan. I absolutely adore this. One of the very first Funko Pops I ever got, around last September time. Got him for a good price, about £45, which is a lot of money, but it was under his valuation and is still well under his current valuation. I think this one was probably from around 2014, possibly 2015. To me, this is just pure nostalgia. Hulk Hogan was never one of my favourite wrestlers. He could have a good match, depending on who he was with, but he did the bare minimum. And he's not exactly a technical master or a high flyer. He was just Hulk Hogan, you know, big boots, leg drop, that's about it. Seeing Hollywood in his NWO attire really just takes me back to the mid to late 90s, and Hogan had turned heel and he had formed the New World Order with Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, the Outsiders, and he just basically added another, 10 years onto his career really, just by doing that, as he was pretty passé in 1996, right up until he took the plunge and went full bad guy. He's got his NWO tank top on, black trousers with a black belt, got fingerless gloves, the Hollywood bandana, the white framed shades. I love pops with glasses, I've said that many a time. White boots, and you can see his iconic blonde hair and his blonde Fu Manchu. This pop is just so much fun to me. Been my number 1 for a long time, but I do have a new, or fairly new number 1, and I shall get to that in a minute, because before I show you my number 1 Funko Pop in my collection, Here are some honourable mentions that almost made the top 3, but didn't quite make the cut in the end. So what is my number 1? Well, it's something that I unboxed pretty recently, and I think a lot of you will have certainly guessed. In fact, behind me there is a big hole in my wall there, which means that I've taken the pop down, and I'm going to show it to you. But my favourite Funko Pop now in my collection, of course, it is the 10-inch Tony the Tiger. Never been out of his box, never even been out of his pop protector. The moment I knew that I'd be able to buy this. And fortunately for other collectors, this has become more easy to get for UK collectors, and that is great, you know. Although I think this is still a good investment piece. It's good that collectors are able to get this. For example, Absolute Unboxing with Jess and Peyton, fantastic channel. Lovely mother and daughter Funko unboxers. They got this recently, and they paid a really good price on EMP for it, less than what I paid for this. This is also my most expensive ever purchase, but I just think it was so worth it. I love the ad icons, one of my favourite ranges to collect. When I was able to get this at a price that I could afford, it'd be a 10-inch as well. Wow, it's got the Funko Shop limited edition sticker. I know he'd look great out of box, and you never know, there may be one day where I do decide to get my 10-inch pops out of box, if only to get some more space, really. Wonderful stuff. I love this massively. This is like, I want to adopt him. I want him to be my son. What else can you say but absolutely phenomenal Tony the Tiger 10-inch styly. So they are my top 3 favourite Funko Pops, and it will probably change over time. Number 1 and number 2 are pretty much locked in for now. Kenny Omega was lucky to get the number 3 position because there's a lot of others, as you could see from the honourable mentions gallery. But thank you again, Big Inzy, for tagging me in this. I've got to tag 3 people. I know with it being close to Christmas, people may not have the time to do these tag videos, but if you do, then great. If not, that's fine. And anyone else who's watching this who I haven't tagged and no one else has tagged, if you fancy doing this, then please do, and let me know that you've done it, and I will watch and support you. But the 3 people I'm going to tag by name are not suitable for Mum. Let's see what Jason Close says are his 3 favourite Funko Pops. I will also tag Project Pops. Looking forward to seeing your top 3 Funkos. And my 3rd tag will be the Night Owl, Victoria. I know everyone's busy with family and other things around this time of year. I'm going to go now. I've waffled on way too long and pontificated about my 3 favourite Funko Pops. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers. Please don't forget to the JB700 giveaway. Don't forget all my referrals and affiliate links for tasty discounts in the description. And I do hope that you will all join me again next time for my next Funko related video. Cheers everyone. See ya!